The concept of transformation is a constant companion in a world where our experiences are frequently shaped by the decisions we make. We can examine the complex relationship between our inner selves and the outside world with the help of the mirror principle, a profound idea that cuts across time and cultural barriers. It hints at a fundamental truth. The constantly changing fabric of reality will remain unchanged if you don't change the reflection inside. Come along on a journey of self-discovery and personal development as we explore the mirror principle's depths and discover the secrets to releasing the potential for change in your life. One of the most effective principles of reality with the potential to completely alter our lives for the rest of our lives is the mirror principle. There is no such thing as transformation, a particular technique or strategy. This principle requires action in relation to the person you wish to become. For example, if you want to be a millionaire, the truth is that you need a millionaire to become an inside millionaire before it becomes visible on the outside. Otherwise, you'll keep jumping outside, from one location to another, believing that because the issue is with you, the first step is to learn about this principle. Nothing should be changed internally or externally. This is a fundamental change. If you understand the mirror principle, everything you should know about touch will change to gold, but it necessitates confronting your own demons. You may use your own reflection words, not like if you're truly prepared for a change. This video is for you if you want to make a significant change. In this video, I'll also show you how to do the crucial exercise that I continue to do today. So today we will unravel this principle and how it can be applied to change your life's reality. Reality is a mirror that reflects your interaction with yourself and the rest of the world, or with reality, yourself, your inner world, and your outer world. What exactly do I mean when I say that? Let us return to the example of achieving millionaire status. If you have a relationship with money, you're not capable of making money. If you're not good at making money, look in the mirror. Of reality will say, "Oh, that's what you meant." Believe it or not, here's more proof. Why are you incapable of earning money? As a result, life will give you more circumstances that support your assertion. Hypothesis and the assertion you're making. I want you to keep this in mind. The external world is a critical point, simply a reflection of the image, which is essentially another way of claiming that our internal world exists. We take a close look at our surroundings. It is obvious that the majority of people are increasingly caught up in the frenzy of technology's consumption of the outside world and the hustle and bustle of social media. Many of us have lost sight of this in everyday life. The connection with our inner selves is that wisdom is the inner essence that we once possessed, mastered. Let us investigate the 4 keys, which will allow you to shape reality. When we study, we will study according to your desires. One example is the law of attraction. The most frequently mentioned aspect is that reality is a mirror in which we try to reflect ourselves. Manipulating that mirrors the first. The mirror principle's primary key is to recognize that the mirror of your reality reflects 2 things. To put it another way, what you see in a reflection of reality is a projection of how you see yourself and how you see the world. If you look in the mirror and think, "The mirror will tell you that you're not good enough," simply reflect the belief that I am not good. I can't do it because I'm not strong enough, sufficient, and the mirror will respond. Here's more proof that you're not good enough. Reasons why you aren't good enough. The messages serve as the foundation for the reflection. You send the reality mirror. A mirror of reality is similar to a dependable friend who is always willing to help. Instead, validate what you believe. Attempting to manipulate the image, we must learn to recognize reflected images. Transform the image we project in front of others. This is similar to the act of looking in the mirror, of persuading someone when we say, do not speak directly to anyone. The chances of them doing exactly what has been prohibited are high, but if we choose to inspire and motivate, presenting compelling reasons to avoid certain actions and elaborating on the potential negative consequences for the individual will make them more likely to listen and accept our power. So our goal is to indirectly influence our world. Reality's mirror simply becomes more intense. What you say will always reflect what you mean, both of which you believe to be true in your mind. Concerning yourself, your identity, and your worldview, please keep in mind that this is a worldview. One of the most important keys now is, how can we change this? Can we break this pattern and consciously select what we want and what you require? To forge your own identity, I'll provide an example of your worldview. As an example to help you understand, create your identity first and foremost. It is critical to be clear about what you want in the long run in 10 years. For instance, in the final image, what is an activity that you see yourself participating in? What do you have every day that makes you happy? Your life is a never-ending journey of discovering yourself and asking yourself, who am I? Now, what qualities and characteristics do I possess when I am successful? Next, consider what your world is like. A view is how you perceive something. When you are experiencing this reality, when you're young, how do you perceive the world? Take a moment to reflect on all of this. Bring forth powerful affirmations. First, make affirmations about yourself. Determine how you perceive yourself. Be something like, I am deserving. I am a wealth magnet because I carry the magic touch of an angle within me. The alchemist will then create affirmations. Correspond to your worldview. For example, the universe is conspiring in my favor. Everything happens at the appropriate time and in accordance with the divine plan, as you commit to doing these over and over again. Daily affirmations and internalization. They should be prepared to witness an incredible change in their perception of reality. Your perspective on the world will change, even if what you see is changing before your eyes. What appears to be difficult for you today doesn't mean you won't be tomorrow. Everything is possible tomorrow. It takes time, practice, and patience. Respect your time, but don't waste it. Certain fears prevent you from achieving your goals, so make sure you take advantage of it. A moment to complete this exercise, the ability to completely transform your life. Now let us move on to key number 2. What you must realize is that the reflections we see in our physical world are formed with a certain delay. Here's why we can't, in our inner world, instantly generate an image by closing our eyes and imagining what we want. That's how it works in this case. On the other hand, in the third dimension, things take on a physical dimension. While manifesting as a result of the inner nature of matter, it is dense and cannot defy nature's laws in order to make everything appear instantly. Which brings us to the next key you need to know. Continue to believe in yourself, long enough to satisfy your desire. What does this mean? It means to manifest, that you must remain committed to having an identity and a worldview, created until your goal is revealed. Begin with whatever you want to be. Assuming the identity of someone else already exists, consider how that person would act and maintain that identity for a long enough period of time. An intriguing phenomenon occurs when people begin to encounter it. A conviction, an identity, anticipating their outcome, but the outcome does not meet expectations. Appear quickly, then their mood begins to deteriorate alongside the belief. Now, when your mood is at its lowest, suddenly its manifestation appears. However, when it manifests itself, it starts to mirror your previous negative attitude with a slight delay. What appears begins to deteriorate. Once more, because it is simply reflecting. How do you feel this way? Like a wave. A cycle that occurs in your life emerges, and you are unable to escape it. There will always be ups and downs. The key for them is to always be loyal, to your sense of self and worldview because it is the most efficient, a method of promoting significant changes in your life. Let us now proceed to the next key that I find extremely important. I have practiced making an impactful statement. What you must do on a daily basis is realize that the mirror of reality does not accurately reflect the nature of your thoughts. I'll share my thoughts, but only their purified content. Briefly explain what I mean by considering if you continue to express your dissatisfaction, but there is content to be found. Your discontent, such as when I despise my deed and job, I despise my boss, I despise my partner, I despise having to pay bills. The hatred in the mirror is not reflected. However, it reflects the specific content of your dislike. For example, I despise bills, as a result of which you receive more bills. I despise my job and more situations will arise. Arise to amplify your dissatisfaction. This is exactly how it works at work. The more you complain about your situation, what you don't have and what you don't want will continue to appear in your life, giving you more reasons to smile. Confirm your point of view, and the fundamental concept is identity. The distinction between a scarcity mentality, a surplus mentality, and an abundance mindset is simply a mentality. The issue of seeing the glass as half full is the key to being full rather than half empty. It is simple to implement this in your life. Concentrate on what you want and what you need. Any change must already be implemented. You must begin concentrating on what you want. You already have everything you need right now. Have you made all of the progress you've made? Beautiful family, you have everything you need. Stop and think about what you want in your life. What do I want, and what would make my life better? How does a genuine journey of discovery work? Look at how it feels. It can be a little hazy. As long as you are focused on what you desire, and when you do so, continue to concentrate on what you want most. Because of you, the gap between your current life and your future life is coming to an end. Begin to push the boundaries. The key is to stay within your comfort zone. Now let's move on to number 3. Fourth and final, but not least, this mirror cycle will alter everything. Because if you learn how to use this mirror cycle to your advantage, you will no longer be that way. If you are unsure about what you are going to do, you will see reality changing before your eyes. It all starts with your eyes. So, what's the backward you had in the past all the time? Complains about the bad things that have happened in the past or unconsciously made decisions that were created, and this is the present moment. When you consider the present situation and are burdened by bills and a job, you notice something you don't like, for example, this and incorporate it into your image, or when I say image, I mean attitude, thoughts and feelings about one's internal attitude that we show the mirror when the mirror has no choice but to form the image. However, in order to reflect, it reflects and shapes reality based on the reflected image. But typically, the majority of people continue to look at your reflection. This is an example of being trapped in a cycle. Most people fall into an addictive trap. Themselves they observe and remain stuck in that pattern, and eventually they are thinking, damn, this keeps happening. I'm not sure what I'm doing again and again. They make a mistake and then try again. They experiment with business tactics and strategies. Strategies they try when starting a new business. Nothing seems to work in business. It works for a while because it gets them excited. However, they return to that pattern, simply because they are unable to make an internal transformation. But I want you to keep in mind something very important. Is due to the fact that no fundamental changes in worldview are taking place. An identity, so the best way to accomplish this is for most people to reverse this process. They begin by observing and then creating. The image, followed by the reflection, is the standard puppet cycle, but you want to be a true co-creator. You must be the creator of your reality. I say this to reverse the cycle. I've been through it many times myself. in my life, but only when I truly understood that this cycle caused everything to break. This cycle begins with an image. We want to form, but we turn our backs. On second thought, we reject considering our current situation because we start to notice that what is around us has only recently been formed. You must reconsider previous decisions. If I don't realize this, nothing will change. I consciously want to shape tomorrow. Today, we'll start with an image. And when we select the image and say, "Hello, this is what I want and what I intend," we have no choice but to have the mirror begin by reflecting it in small amounts. Little by little, even small changes will occur gradually and with delay. So instead of observing, what should we do next? We confirm by looking in the mirror to determine what works and when we see. We notice the reflection and think, "Oh, that's if you want." You can take a look at what happened. You'll notice an increase in confidence over time, that people will begin to greet you. Better if you want to make some improvements. You'll be responsible for a specific aspect of your job or business. Observe that things are improving. Your entire world could be collapsing, but you only pay attention to what interests you. Would like to confirm the facts that correspond to that point of view, and you've chosen to create the identity. The idea is that you always do it, and the more you do it, the better it will get. Become something greater than anything you've ever envisioned. If you begin using these principles, will alter your life completely, gentlemen. This is true. Something I tried, and it worked great. So I'm passing it on to you right now. I began my spiritual journey. I thought it was nonsense at first, but when I saw the outcomes, the insane things I desired began to arrive. Even more than what I had. As we descend into the depths of, we discover an anomaly in the mirror of reality, the inner strength that we frequently overlook. What we see around you is an echo of our identities and beliefs. However, the secret, instead of just transformation, we must shape our perceptions by observing reality. Destiny is imbued with the image of who we wish to be, and what we hope to accomplish as we move forward. The mirror of this new image. Reality responds with minor adjustments, gradually transforming itself into a mirror. Reality has no bounds. It only responds to what we have to offer, just like we have an alchemist who can turn lead into gold. Can change the course of our lives by focusing on what we have in abundance and what we ultimately desire. It is a journey through the mirror of reality, a search within ourselves for the truth, as well as a celebration of our ability to create in order to innovate. Transcend. I hope that this knowledge helps you. Will be the light that leads you throughout your life's journey, assisting you to thank you for making your dreams a reality. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video speaks to you, please let me know. We would like to invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Please share this video with others. They will benefit from this message. Remember to leave a comment below, sharing your ideas and reflections, and thank you for watching once more. And thank you for joining me. Take care and see you later.